Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the day has finally come. For how long? Like 4 weeks? The third floor has been promising an MCU tier list, and it is finally here. I have with me three beautiful young men who are going to help me sculpt this masterpiece of the MCU. And those three men are Lee.
Hey, everybody!
We got Jake.
Hello.
And for the first time ever, we have the celebrity of the group, the man that we have mentioned more times than anyone else, but you've yet to hear his voice. Here he is in the flesh, Austin.
On. What have you said about me?
Oh, so many things.
Plenty.
So
They know you
many
well.
things.
Nervous now.
All right. So here's what we were thinking. We were hoping to have one more member of the third floor on, or at least introduce you to one of our newest members, Parker, but fortunately, work and life comes in the way. So with that being said, here are the ground rules. So we're going to go in chronological order of the MCU movies, and we're all going to vote where we believe that movie falls on this tier list. So we have Gabagool as the cream of the crop. I mean, that should go without saying, but just for those of you who don't know, Gabagool is the best. A is second, then obviously so forth, down to Captain Marvel as the worst tier.
Rightfully
For
deserved.
those of you who are Captain Marvel fans, listen.
You're
no
wrong.
offense to you.
You're
we're
wrong.
Glad,
No,
we're glad you like the movie.
Offense. You are wrong.
So we're gonna vote on where we think each of these fall. If we have instant majority, like 3 out of the 4 of us, then that movie goes into that tier list, no questions asked. If we're split, we're each gonna get 30 to 60 seconds to argue our case and try to get somebody else onto our side to get that majority. If that's not possible, we're all just stuck in our ways, which is fine. We're gonna try to split the difference. If obviously, if there's not like a mathematical solution, we'll have to find something else. But if we have somebody who thinks a movie's A tier and somebody else who thinks it's C, we'll split the difference and go to B if we cannot convince the other team to come aboard. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Jake, start us off.
All right. So the way that we're doing this is we're doing in a chronological order, starting from release date. So Iron Man being the first that was released, Spider-Man Far From Home being the last that was released, and we're only doing phases 1 through 3, or the Infinity Saga, if you will, because all the movies after that are trash, or we haven't seen them, or we don't feel like we can talk about them as strongly as these previous titles. So we're just going to stick with this for now. We're happy to extend this tier list later as more movies come out, but for now we're just doing 1 through 3, and we're going to kick it off with Iron Man. So I know that someone in this particular Discord call has strong opinions about this movie, so if you'd like to take it away and tell us your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm gonna start it off with solid A tier for sure. Is my thoughts. Big Iron Man fan here.
I disagree.
Let me ask a question real quick. So I'm assuming the tier, right? If it's at the front of the tier, we think it's the best of the A tier, and if it's at the end, it's the last, right?
Yes. And we're gonna do this. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna categorize them by letter or category first, and then we're gonna sort them in order. So that way we're not stopping every time to fix the order. So right now we're just characterizing.
Okay.
So I think Iron Man's more of a B tier movie personally. I don't think that it's as good as other titles. But I do think it's probably top tier B, but nothing higher.
I concur.
Oh no. So we're starting off with a split. I agree with Austin. I think Iron Man's A tier. I really do.
You can put it in. You can put it in A. We'll argue it later.
I can. So I'll put it in A, but it's gotta be towards the back. It's gotta be towards the back.
Is there a limit?
Low A tier. How's that?
Okay.
Is there a limit?
Look at that teamwork.
Here.
What'd you say?
No, let's not get too fancy here yet.
Oh, we're not
if
doing
we get too populated, we'll switch it up.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody's favorite. OG Hulk, the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, God.
Now,
Captain Marvel.
Now,
No.
I think the question is this a better movie than Captain Marvel? Every movie's better than Captain Marvel.
Later. What? Put it in D
So-
tier?
Every movie's better than Captain Marvel. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say here. Oh, I gotta fix the screen a little bit. Cut off a little bit
You
less.
say D tier for the original Hulk movie?
Yeah.
D tier is technically F
Captain
tier. If
Marvel
you think
tier.
about it, Captain Marvel is a special place in my heart. It deserves a special tier list. Right
No,
at the
all right,
very
you can't just
bottom.
have Captain Marvel tier for Captain Marvel. There has to be a
What?
bottom tier for the worst movies.
All right, so
I don't think
Fine,
Incredible
fine.
Hulk is dog shit. It's better than some.
Add a new tier.
Wait, no, because some movies are just as bad as Captain Marvel.
Wait, so are you making the slightly worse than Captain Marvel category just for Captain Marvel?
yes,
What?
I will concede this point if I get one back later.
Oh, the world. All right, fine, I guess.
Into that category.
All right.
All right, Iron Man 2. Now this is one I haven't seen. I'm gonna defer this to the Iron Man expert because I trust his opinion on these ones.
It's a D. It's a D-list movie.
What even
High
happens?
D or low C?
What even happens in this
D.
movie? I like.
He's an alcoholic. That's what happens.
No,
Oh, nice.
you
What?
just meet the new roadie.
I mean,
Cool, actually.
I like Justin Hammer. I like him. I
Oh
wish
my
he back.
god.
What?
C tier
Of
here.
course you would like Justin Hammer.
What's that supposed to mean?
Because that's the type of character you enjoy. You're also a big fan of Ryan from The Office.
It doesn't make any sense. I am not. Okay. All right. Yeah. Put it in D.
D tier. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, don't worry. I
Okay.
agree. You didn't have to ask my opinion, I guess.
I mean, Joe, what do you think? Have you? I haven't seen this movie. I like. It's not even on my to watch list because I don't think it's gonna be worth my time.
No, it's not good. I'm saving some of my controversial opinions for later.
Okay. I know one
Ooh, with
specifically.
Scarlett
where you're into.
Johansson though.
That does
Like
that does
Black Widow.
that does nothing for me. I'll be honest.
All right. I'm gonna say Thor 1 is also D tier.
Another one I
tier,
haven't
it's
seen.
trash.
I mean, this is
It was-
they like dipped way into the Shakespearean stuff, right? And it's just kind of
It-
goofy.
Phase 1 had a lot of blunders.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I think it was a nice introduction to like a more powerful character, so like CGI and everything had to be in it, and it was nice to see that they could kind of handle it. But the overall plot of the story, yeah, it wasn't great.
And the dialogue with the Shakespearean shit and the blonde eyebrows. Yeah, it's a
Blonde
D.
eyebrows, D tier.
But one thing that I think I will say it's underrated, I think they get the relationship between Loki and Thor beautifully. I think they get that correct.
Joe's only allowed to say the word Loki twice in this whole thing, and he just used it.
All right.
Loki.
Now, here's the thing. I think most of Phase 1, right, is D tier. For sure. 'Cause,
Captain America's C. It's C.
dude, is it though?
And I have a good. my
Is it though?
argument-
It's
Captain
bad.
America is not D tier.
It is
It's
bad.
C. It's C.
And what is it, Austin?
It's a bad movie.
What is
Right.
it, Austin?
Let's be clear with our votes. What is the vote from Austin?
Easy C tier.
Thank you.
C.
Easy C tier?
Thank you, son.
Oh, that's a stretch. I'd say D tier, Joe. What do you think?
I agree, D tier. I did not think it was a good movie.
Let me.
Because it made you fall in love with Chris Evans as Captain America.
Jones.
What?
Isn't it? How can you put that in D tier?
Yeah.
You're
no,
You're
it's-
cutting out. You're cutting out. What did you say, Austin?
Jones in it.
Why can't I hear the first part of what he's saying?
I can't hear the name you're saying.
Oh, probably because the internet's garbage.
We'll fix it.
All I
We're,
heard,
we're live.
I heard Jones 3 times.
Yeah, I heard
by
Jones
couldn't hear
three.
anything else.
Like, who's
And I'm
Jones?
like,
Who's
I'm like,
Jones?
who-
Like, supposed to know who that is. Yeah.
Alright, put it in C.
Jones.
I can argue it now or I can argue it later. It's whatever you want. But-
Listen. All right. So here, let me just give you my little spiel because we're in double OT right now, right?
Yeah, 30,
Um,
60 seconds. Go.
You're not gonna convince
Listen,
me, but
dude,
okay.
it's corny in like all of the worst ways. I feel like
It's-
it's so cheesy. It's not even like
It
It's not even.
knows it is.
It's not even
It
cheesy
knows
for the time, but it's not even cheesy in a fun way. It's just cheesy in a bad way. I think,
it knows it is.
but I don't think it does. I really don't. I really don't think it does because there are all these serious moments for me. It just there's no emotional stakes I felt in this. Not even the part where he's crashing down, and it
What
just
are you
this did
kidding me? And there's
absolutely
some
nothing for
great
me.
lines of dialogue. I can do this all day, right there. Boom. That's one of the most iconic lines in the whole MCU.
Yeah.
It's in the first
Okay.
like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. But because it's called back multiple times, not because of the line itself.
Steve Rogers as a character shouldn't work on screen. Superman doesn't work on screen because they haven't had that material. I think Captain America, the first Avenger, enabled the character Steve Rogers to thrive. He crawled so he could then run later on in Civil War, Winter Soldier, and Infinity War.
But that
because
doesn't.
it laid the groundwork for who he is as a character.
So it doesn't make it a good movie if it makes the other ones better. It just makes it a stepping stone for them. It doesn't make it a good movie.
It's still, I think they
The
nailed.
movie is not a good movie.
Yeah,
Either-
I'm not arguing. I'm
I
not
don't-
arguing. It's like
I
the
don't think
greatest
it's.
thing
I
ever.
don't think it's a good movie. Like I think it's a bad movie, not even like a medium movie like C tier would be.
All right. Clearly, Lee is not changing his mind. So I'm turning my attention to Austin. Austin, you're a big Iron Man fan, so I'm going to use this. Would you really rather go like a whole another tier up? You'd rather watch Captain America more than Iron Man 2?
You've got the Captain America, and we get introduced to Bucky Barnes, and the whole idea of Hydra is that movie, which is a lot of the original couple phases.
He
I
said
think it's
yes.
a really important movie.
Important's
All
not,
right,
important's not the
so-
same thing as a good movie, though.
It's 2 and 2. Put it in
It's
serial.
an okay movie.
Circle back. We gotta keep going.
All right. This is gonna be bottom of the barrel C tier.
Yeah, that's got to be bottom C. for
Bottom
me
of
as
the
well,
barrel.
but we'll see where we go.
Because
What's
for-
next? The
because
original
for
Avengers?
yeah, because for this,
D.
to me, I think Avengers is top C tier.
Ooh, that's a little harsh.
I would say bottom B. Yeah, bottom B, high C maybe.
Wow.
I mean, the third act is really good.
IB.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
IB.
High
yeah.
B.
I put
I'd
it
say
in,
B as well. I like the
Alright.
Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Majority.
I don't love it, but like it did what it needed to.
Alright, make this a little bit bigger.
When it came out, you loved it. It's just now,
Yeah.
looking back, it's not
Yeah.
as good.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Solid B tier movie.
Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3.
I would put this as C or D.
You think it's better than Let me ask this question. Iron Man 3. Better than Captain America? Worse than Captain America?
I'd rather watch Captain America, but that's because I'm a big Captain America fan. I don't think Iron Man 3 is a bad. It's not terrible. I think I enjoyed some of it. I think a lot of people forget that it has some good parts.
What do you guys
And
think?
it's
Austin?
Shane Black. It's really funny. Like you ever go? It's pretty funny. Like I don't even like working here. These guys are so weird.
Austin,
Iron
you're
Man, what
real
do you think?
quiet. Silence.
Dude, he's trying to talk, I think. Oh my god, this is like
Always a problem when Austin's involved.
All right. Well, anyway, I'll just go to me. I did not like Iron Man 3. I would honestly, as you know, I'd put Captain America D tier, but I would even put Iron Man 3 behind Captain America in D tier. It was not good.
Alright, I mean I'm not gonna die
So
on
I mean,
this
yeah, so
hill.
this is something I haven't seen this, so I can't vote on it, right? So between you and Joe,
I think it-
Working now.
okay,
Yo, we hear
all
you.
right, we can hear you now. What are your thoughts on Iron Man 3?
Okay, movie. It's not great.
Did you say D?
So where do you think it goes?
C tier.
C
You
tier?
think Iron Man 3 is a C tier movie?
I like
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, all right, Lee. What was your vote again? I forgot.
I'm not gonna argue about it a lot. I would put N to C, but I'll take high D. I mean, that's fine. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna, like,
you gotta pick one because you're kind of the tiebreaker.
put it in C, and then put it in C, because I feel like this should be like a bell curve. So C should have the most anyway. So I don't want to stack them.
Well, we're kind of skewing with
And
the
we're
two.
coming up, we're coming up on the worst one anyway. That's gonna be Captain Marvel. So
Yeah, that one's gonna be that's the equalizer. All right, Thor: The Dark World, but butt cheeks, right?
yeah,
that's Captain Marvel.
Captain
like
Marvel. All right, now I think one we can agree on: Winter Soldier. Well, maybe this might be a little bit of debate, but I don't think anybody places this below A tier, right?
gabagool.
Oh, this is gabagool
You
for
think
me.
it's gabagool?
I don't think Austin agrees. Austin, you're not the biggest fan of Winter Soldier, is that you?
Oh, it's gabagool.
Okay, majority rules.
The
Gabagool.
first unanimous gabagool.
Gabagool. All right, since it's a gabagool, let's stop for a sec. Let's everybody say something that they like about the movie here. Let's appreciate the gabagool.
All right, I'll just go quick. I like how there's actual real stakes to the events of the prior movies because of this movie. How like they allowed Hydra to fester and they didn't quite rat it out, and their own greed for the government power in Shield just allowed all this to happen. I like how there were stakes. It was realistic. It was beautiful. I loved it.
I thought for the first time watching this movie that I didn't think Captain America was a pussy. So.
I really like the fact that for, I don't know, like 30, 40 minutes of the movie, Captain America was effectively the bad guy, and I think that was a cool twist. Especially just watching the elevator scene, man. That was pretty good.
I like that, Austin. That's a good point. Lee.
I like that. This felt like the first MCU movie that when it came out, it showed that like these movies could be good, not just because they're connected in the cinematic universe, but they could just like it felt like a good political thriller. But also, like Jake said, I mean, it took Captain America a lot more seriously, which I liked because I felt like they nailed it. So.
All right. The first
This is where
and this is where we all disagree significantly, right? So I'll just say Guardians of the Galaxy for me is a gabagool. Love to hear your thoughts.
Wow. I'm not against it.
No, give your opinion. Where do you think it belongs? Be specific.
So here's my thing. I wrote down my top 5 movies before, and I'm not going to tell you the order. And I put them in order today in preparation for this. And Guardians of the Galaxy absolutely is in the top 5. Absolutely wasn't in my top 3.
Only I will take it for the sake of what else I know is going to go in gabagool. I will take Guardians of the Galaxy in A tier, but I'm putting my foot down on that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would say top of A, if not. I mean, I know you're all gonna disagree with me for one of my top 3. But Guardians of the Galaxy, I'd be very happy to see in gabagool. So I'll put that there. It's fucking phenomenal. He's trying to talk. I don't know.
Present in this?
Yeah, I hear it. Where do you think Guardians of the Galaxy goes?
I'd go high A tier.
I'm okay with high A tier. I'm okay with high
I'm
A
gonna be
tier.
the minority. I was gonna say high B.
No.
I don't think so.
You're fucking. You
I really
don't.
don't think
Wait,
so.
no, I mixed them up. That's a little spoiler for later, but yeah. I'm fine with A. I'm fine with A.
All right, let's just for the sake of argument, I think this is top A.
Yeah.
Top A.
The very.
Just like overall, just all the characters were phenomenal. The way they all came together, like the band of misfits worked together.
Class A, rank 1.
Just so beautifully put together. Great, phenomenal movie.
Let's just be real, Jake. You just love the soundtrack.
Okay, the soundtrack is
Everyone loves
that.
the soundtrack.
That's part of the movie, though. That's part of the atmosphere
Yeah.
of the movie.
That
Movie has a
raise,
bad
like, a
soundtrack.
solid tier for you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just like good cinematography
Yeah.
will too. It's like they're all parts of the
I
movie.
knew you were gonna say cinematography.
I love saying that word.
It
I love
looks
saying that word.
beautiful.
Shot beautifully, sounds great, acting was phenomenal, story
The
was
character
good.
development was great. And no, I'm putting gabagool.
No. That's not how
Joe's
this
gonna
works.
go up and be like, Loki season
I'm just
1.
gonna say
is
I
gabagool."
cannot hear Lee, and I cannot figure out why.
You can't hear him at all? Lee, say something.
I can't hear him.
I was just not talking.
He's giggling to himself.
I haven't been able to hear him the whole time, so
Well, okay, you're lost.
He can hear you.
Check to
I
make sure you
switched
didn't.
my internet to try to not cut out, and now I just can't hear him.
Well,
That's
try leaving the call and coming back in.
It's gonna take 10 minutes now.
I know, right? To get him back.
Back off. How do I leave?
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, you figured it out.
We just
All right, now that he's
need
gone,
to restart.
Austin's a huge bitch. Oh. Hello.
Hola.
Welcome to the 3rd floor.
Lee, say something.
Austin's a huge bitch.
I can hear him now.
There
I
you
missed
go.
that.
All
I
right.
missed that.
All right. So Age of Ultron. Now for me, I thought this movie was also garbage. But
No. No.
C tier.
D.
No.
Hey,
No.
I'm
no,
thinking
no.
dude, I say
D.
D. I say D.
Age
You
of
say
Ultron
B?
is better than the original Avengers.
What?
Yes.
So wrong, it hurts.
No. Yes, it is. It is
No,
better.
it's not.
It
Yes,
has
It's not.
Alright.
In
it has
no way is it better.
it has like 2 good scenes.
I think it had a lot more to deal with. You know, I'm outvoted, so whatever.
All right. So wait, Jake, your official vote is what?
I'm gonna say very low C, if not D.
Pick one.
C.
We'll say C, just for the
Yeah.
sake of it.
Austin.
C.
C.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm outvoted. I say D, but majority rules. C gets it.
You can't say it's as bad as Thor 1.
Yeah, dude, it's not terrible. People
I
think
thought it was bad.
I thought it was bad too. I could say high D, but I think that this movie, to be fair, I think this movie is better than the first Captain America, but I also don't like the first Captain America. So I'm cool with C tier.
All right, C tier it is.
Ant-Man, kind of a wild card movie. I thought it was funny.
This is a wild card.
I love Paul Rudd. He's like a national treasure. I will watch any movie that he's in. To be honest with you, I thought it was a very average Marvel movie.
they
I
put it
think-
here at the bottom of B.
Bottom of B.
Just
I'm
gonna
okay with
say low B.
I'm okay with low
Yeah.
B. I do like this movie. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, yeah. It's a nice palate cleanser.
For sure.
Oh.
It was like a good change of pace, you know. I thought it was great.
All right, I'm sure we're all gonna agree on this. Civil War.
See,
No, we're
I'm
not.
gonna get out
I don't
majority.
think
I'm gonna
we
get
are.
out majoritied on this for sure because I think that this is low B.
A.
What?
Low B.
You're high on crack if it's not in your A tier.
High A for sure.
Yes, thank you.
On the edge of Gabagool, but not quite.
No,
Joe.
it's not even close to Gabagool for me.
It's not better than Guardians. It's not better than Guardians. However, it's a very, very good Marvel movie. Anyone who doesn't believe
I think okay. Let me rephrase it. I think it is probably it's better than Avengers, better than Ant-Man, but I think it's a
Joe.
little overrated.
Joe, what's your
I would say it's A, but
yeah.
it's
Yep.
not
Put it in
high
A.
for me.
Put it
It's
in
not
A.
high.
Put it through after.
All right. Okay, Doctor Strange.
B.
I'm okay with B. I think B's good. It's like cool visuals, something different,
Yeah.
interesting end fight scene, very creative. You know, it changed up the Marvel formula a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
Austin, what'd you think?
I want to disagree with Lee, but he's right every time, and it's starting to annoy me. It's definitely B.
Hey, yo.
Hey yo.
Bring it up with your
I'm
mother.
I'm fine. I'm fine with B, I guess.
B.
All
right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
But here's
Guardians
where
of
we're
the
about to break some
Galaxy
eggs.
Volume 2. Gabagool.
All All right, that's one.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is gabagool for you?
Gabagool.
Yes.
Austin?
No,
A
What do you
tier.
think?
I'm with Jake. Gabagool. I fucking
Not
love
even
this
close.
movie. Love this movie. I
Gabagool.
love
It's
it.
not.
Mid to
I
low
agree.
A.
All right,
It's.
Austin.
I
have
won't
a-
settle for anything less than the highest of A's.
Austin,
Wrong.
I want to settle with you here. I want to say high B if you want to team up
No.
here.
Yeah, you know what? I like low A, so I'm gonna say B too, so that it gets stuck in A, because that's where it
Yes,
belongs.
let's go.
All right, we can put it in A.
This is
I
the
mean,
highest. This is the highest of A's, and I'm stalwart in on this. There's no. I'm just gonna put it right there. Anyway.
we have a lot in A.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
anyway.
can spread it out. We can spread it out later and make like definitive decisions. It's just
Here's where I
category.
think Lee and Austin are going to argue. I think right here, this next one.
Spider-Man:
Hi.
Homecoming. Oh, what do you think? B? Low B?
Low B?
Yeah, low. Maybe mid B.
Michael Keaton as Vulture is one of the best villains in the MCU. It's A tier.
Yeah, I like this movie. I liked it. I didn't
Oh,
disagree.
okay.
Just, I don't know. Something about it,
I
man.
also like this movie. I really like this movie. I also say A tier.
All right, we'll throw it in A. We are gonna
Wow,
have.
that was so much easier than I thought.
Yeah, we are gonna have to skew this out. All right.
I would say bottom of like it's definitely not on the same level as some like Guardians or Iron Man 1, but it's a good it's a double.
And how many Spider-Mans have there been? And this actually didn't seem like a rehash. This seemed like fresh. It was a nice take
Yeah.
on a character that's been done a lot, which is impressive.
Yeah. No, all right, we're cool with it. Next one, Ragnarok.
Cool.
A
Jake-
tier. A
It's
Jake,
tier.
gotta
baby.
be A.
A tier. High
If
A.
not,
Cool.
yeah.
Very high A.
Gabagool. Gabagool.
Gabagool. I'm okay with
Yeah,
Gabagool.
baby.
I'm okay with Gabagool. If you guys are going Gabagool, I'll say it. I think
Leave
this.
it.
I think this is the best thing that ever happened to Thor's character.
Yeah.
Besides,
The
you
Thor
know,
movie, it's the best Hulk movie. It's great.
This is in my top 3 Marvel movies, period. Thor Ragnarok.
yeah, dude. I mean, like the comedy is. I shit on Marvel comedy all the time in humor, but this is the funniest Marvel movie for sure, and it like doesn't even come close.
And you were about to say A for
Well,
Ragnarok?
so I was gonna say very high A, just because, like, I feel like we have like a lot in A, and I was gonna
Yeah,
try
me
to balance
too.
it out later, and the way to do that is to flood A, so be like, all right, we gotta move a couple of these in B's and C's. You know what I mean? So
No,
that's
you
why I was gonna say
don't-
high A. I think Gabagool is like 2 movies, tops,
Three tops.
3 tops.
We're gonna put another one in.
Well, I think we
You-
all. I
everyone
think
knows
I
which
I
one.
think we all know which the other movie is gonna go in here. I think we're all unanimously gonna decide that's Ant-Man and the Wasp for sure.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
so move this to the Gabagool. All right. Black Panther.
We all know
I'm
Jake
gonna-
has a strong opinion about this movie.
Throw
I'm-
out the unpopular opinion. It's B tier.
Yes, I'm gonna say low B. I'm gonna say low B.
Don't put
Whoa.
that picture of my face next to your mouth and say that.
And this is for
It's
all
B
the reasons
tier.
I explained in depth in another episode of why I don't think that this is like a mediocre Marvel movie. So I'm gonna say B tier.
Wow. So we have 2 B tiers.
Do you guys
Lee,
think
what do
it's
you
A?
I mean, there are movies in A that I think are definitely better than it. Like the top 3 in A right now, I think are definitively I would rather watch than Black Panther. I don't. Yeah, put in B. 'cause
I'm looking at the
B to
entirety.
me-
I'm looking at the entirety of A tier, and I'm like, Black Panther is not better than any of these movies.
B to me means it's good. I would rewatch it. However, it's not like didn't have changed my life, have like impact on like whatever. But yeah. So I'll take that.
Okay.
That's a little harsh, but I agree. I guess I agree. I really like that newest Spider-Man movie, Homecoming. So
I don't
guess I'll
think
take it.
I definitely don't think it belongs in C because it's like one of the better Marvel movies. I just think everybody thinks it's Gabagool or high A, and I disagree significantly.
Can we just take a second and just acknowledge where we were at the end of Phase 1, and now like look how much better Phases 2 and 3 were. than
Yeah,
Phase
this is ridiculous right here. Like,
one. Yeah.
You said way
Abs-
too soon. Look what's next.
Oh,
So Captain Marvel, you guys know how I feel about this. I think it's slightly worse than Captain Marvel, personally.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I think this
Yeah,
is
no
this
complaints
is
from
like
me.
category and put it at the end of the Captain Marvel category because it is clearly the worst.
this is like my idea of Captain Marvel, and then I watch the movie. I'm like, wow, that was worse than what I remember it being every single time I watch it. So that's why I put it as slightly worse than Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I've only seen it once and don't ever plan on rewatching it.
It's just like it's so boring, right? The whole
Brie
plot,
Larson
the whole plot of the movie, like Brie Larson's so emotional. Look at her being so emotional. She's in control of her emotion. As she's like deadpan the entire movie, showing absolutely no emotion. Just Nick Fury, the way he lost his eye. Hate that.
Ruthless.
Hate that. How they did that, man. They set that line up
Savages.
so mystic, such like mystique around it. Like how did he lose his eye in Winter Soldier? And like they're like, fuck him.
Yeah.
All right, big boy.
Oh my
Gabagool?
gabagool.
Can we just say
Gabagool.
this is the best one? Like it's the
Yep.
best. It's the best one.
Oh, by far. One of
Like-
my favorite movies of all time, period. Marvel or
Yeah.
not.
It's so rewatchable. I mean,
Just absolute genius to be able to balance out that many characters in a way that feel like everybody got good screen time. Besides
Crushed.
besides Captain America. but-
Everyone was a secondary character to Thanos.
Mhm.
That's why it was so freaking good.
Yep, which is good because I'm
Crushed.
glad that they told that from the villain's perspective, and then made it seem a little bit more heroic, and then they told it from the hero's perspective in the end game to make Thanos seem a little bit more like a villain. I like that.
And
It's a good-
who sticks to landing like that nowadays? Nobody. Like to steer the ending of one of the biggest franchises in cinema history, and they nail the ending like the in part one at least. Like who does that?
I don't know. Afterwards, they reset and they're back to phase one trash.
Yeah, that's true. That's why we didn't talk about that. part.
Austin, always positive.
Always positive here. All right, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Let's say
D.
low C,
D.
D. I'm okay with D. Just
Yeah.
very boring. Like
Yeah.
it's
They took stuff away from Paul Rudd. Just let Paul Rudd be Paul Rudd.
yeah. Let me be Paul Rudd. All right, this is where I think I might run into.
Oh
a
wait,
little
wait,
bit-
Austin, do you agree?
What did you go?
I think it's better than I would say top of D if we're gonna
Oh,
organize
I
things.
would agree.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
wait till we put
Captain
them all
Marvel.
in. Then we'll organize them.
You think it's Captain
Okay,
Marvel?
but
time?
yeah, then D is fine. Then D is fine.
Yeah. Wait till we put them all in. Then we'll go through and sort them out.
All right.
And that's what we debate.
So Endgame. I have a weird opinion about Endgame.
Okay.
I think it's an incredible event, but not necessarily like a great movie. Because a lot of it just like doesn't make sense, and a lot of it relies on callbacks. Whereas instead of Infinity War, which is just a great movie on its own, and you could go in without knowing any of the characters and it's still being meaningful. If you weren't around and you just went and watched Endgame in the theaters, you'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" I think that weakens its strength of a movie a little bit, just because you had to have seen everything else to fully appreciate it. So for me, I would say low A.
I didn't hate the. Oh no, I would say at least mid to upper because I didn't hate the
I agree.
callbacks because I felt like it was kind of like us going back in time with these characters that have been with us for 10 years. It's us at our age we grew up with, and it was like, hey, like look at like where they've come, look at where you've been, like you know what I mean? Like 10 years ago we started this journey, and this is all that we've done. But at the same time, it didn't feel too much like a lot of it was about Steve meeting Peggy again, and Tony with his father, and we knew it was the last time we were going to see these characters. So I like that it was longer and slower paced because it like you really kind of got to like not to be weird, but like sit one more time with these characters and just like enjoy them rather than Infinity War. That was like Infinity War absolutely was the climax we all wanted, and this felt more of like all right, like it was more earned.
Wow, Lee, very well said. I
Thank you.
agree. Like this was more of you got to see the last page of the book. You got to see it closed. So we had the emotional payoffs. We saw the growth. And I think if we talk about storytelling over decades, this is going to be in the history books as one of the best, one of the best examples.
They nailed it.
Because
Like,
for me, this is. I know you guys don't want to move Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I think this is top of A, but if it has to be, it can be second in A just to accommodate. But this was a very well done movie for me.
yeah. Austin, what do you think?
Definitely upper echelons of A tier. And I just need to pose one question to Jake Lift here.
Thanks for using my last name. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Joe can no, it's fine. Jake,
Oh, he lets you know it's fine.
Captain Marvel
Anyways.
wasn't in Endgame. What would you? Would that move it up to upper A tier?
No, I mean, like, so Captain Marvel had such a small part of Endgame that's almost like you could take her out of the movie. In my opinion of it, really wouldn't change. The biggest problem I have with Endgame, right, is because if you look at it as a film, I think it's not as good as some of the others in A tier. If you look at it as an event, it's much better. So that's what I'm saying. Like us being big Marvel fans, right?
What it is.
It's an event. It's not necessarily a movie. You know what I mean? And I think that because of that, actually, as a film, it's not as strong as Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Guardians of the Galaxy. Like I don't think it's top of A tier. I think it's mid
What?
or low.
So that
But
Endgame
we can
was meant
argue
to be dependent on
we can argue
Yeah.
semantics later, but
Yeah, you can put it in A tier. We'll work it out after. But hold on, let me just say this one last thing is that I never looked at the MCU as individual solo movies so much as they're serving a purpose in the greater narrative, with Endgame being the conclusion. So I understand. Yes, you're comparing it to them individually as a film, but it's also the finale. And when you look at it, like Joe said, compared to other franchises, other things, we've never had anything that was good. Never. So.
Whereas expectations this high either.
Yeah, they had to nail it, and they fucking did. But all right, Far From Home, where we putting that?
I see what I mean. We'll talk about it later, but I see what your point is. But I'm just saying that because it's the ending, right? And like it was coming off of the high of Infinity War and all that stuff. I think that they did a great job, right? I wouldn't say that anything that I could particularly do better, but I don't think as a standalone movie it's better than the rest of A tier, and that's why I don't think it should be on the top of A tier.
They couldn't have done better, because if they had done anything drastically better, different, I think people would have been really upset. And they had to have their appeal to masses while also paying off these characters. So yeah.
Right, it's an event.
Oh, we're going too deep. We're going too deep.
Okay, Far From Home. I didn't really like this one.
Me neither.
I did not like the Mysterio twist.
Wow, that's low.
I would have
Didn't
said
like
C. I would have said C, like upper C.
Didn't like Mysterio. Dude, Mysterio's the fucking... It's the same thing as Iron Man 3. It's the same... The villain's, like, not a fucking the villain. And they totally ruined the multiverse thing. They fucking... It's all about Tony Stark, which I understand why Austin likes it, but it's bad. It's not a good movie.
Yeah, I think... I do think it makes a good point that it's over-reliant on Tony. So it's like trying to like pull off...
Hold on.
Austin, go ahead.
Before Joe chimes in, the whole point of Far From Home is that everything that was going right in Homecoming, where Tony's relationship with Peter was really defining for his character, we're sorting that out because Tony's dead. He lost his mentor, and the world lost Iron Man, and he's dealing with that fallout. I don't have any problem with the Mysterio twist. All
You
being
liked
said,
it?
upper B tier.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised Jake doesn't like this movie because of the character development for Spider-Man.
I
It's
think
phenomenal.
I think
It's
good.
abysmal.
I think
No, it's not.
I think that
What?
for Spider-Man's character it was great, but I think the rest of the movie is not good.
How is it
Like-
good? Wait, hold
Sorry.
on.
I'll tell you. So Spider-Man comes into the hero universe basically with a team around him. He has Iron Man and his whole staff, Pepper and Happy and everything, and he has the Avengers. And he does this small town thing and eventually helps out this big team. He has this cocoon around him of safety and support. He goes out there. He joins the highest level top tier superheroes. He fights for the world. He loses someone. His cocoon's gone. You know, Pepper's dealing with the loss of her husband. Happy's still there, but he's like, dude, he's a buffoon. He's not doing a whole lot. And then he's standing there naked, basically, without his shield around him, and he has to find a way to be a hero without somebody telling him how to be a hero. So
Except Nick
it's
Fury,
not as
don't forget him.
what?
Except Nick Fury, don't forget him.
He didn't tell him anything. He's like, dude, come to this room. I need you. And that was the end of their conversation.
So it's not even Nick Fury. So
And
Don't even get me
That
started on
one.
that shit, because that's only gonna hurt.
We can talk about that
And
after.
then
We'll do a little
the
in the
reason-
future.
yeah, the reason Spider-Man falls for Mysterio is because he's so desperate for a father figure, and he's looking for somebody who can help him feel that kind of safety again, that he's willing to buy into the clear crap that's in front of him. And I think it makes sense for the character, it makes sense for the story. I think it was well told. Now, am I going to say it was as good as the first outing in Homecoming? No. But I would put it low B.
C. You get me at C. Otherwise, I'm out.
I'll say I'll say bottom B.
go. Everyone's in B.
I'll say
The
bottom
lowest of
B. Bottom B.
Wow, we
How
got
about
some
that?
things to dice up in here, though.
All right, so I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete the Captain Marvel tier, and I'm just gonna shunt those in D, and then we can move one into C to get a little bit more of a normal distribution.
Yeah,
And then we'll.
I
I'm
would just get rid of the slightly worse than Captain Marvel.
No,
and stick
that's
Captain
it.
Marvel
That's
at the bottom of Captain Marvel.
like I'm moving this up here, right? These up here,
Oh.
and then shit.
I would
What am
Oh,
I
wait.
doing? What am I doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know. And then I'm just gonna delete this row, and I'm gonna leave everything the same.
change that last one to just Captain Marvel again.
No, it's worse than Captain Marvel.
It's worse.
It's worse.
He doesn't get the joke.
It's worse than Captain Marvel.
Okay, let's start at the top.
Okay, I think we have a good order here. I would argue this, but
No,
With
I
that-
would put Winter Soldier's better than Thor Ragnarok.
I don't think
I
so.
prefer watching Ragnarok to Winter Soldier.
That's one of the toughest questions we've asked tonight, though. Which one's better between those two? I don't know if I could split the difference.
I think both of them have
Winter Soldier.
phenomenal character progression, and they have a good like ragtag like villain side with like Loki and Bucky. I think it's a little bit more impactful than the Winter Soldier, but I think overall, like I think Ragnarok's a better movie. So
It's a Saturday night. You're having, date night with yourself. What movie are you watching?
Winter
Ragnarok
Soldier.
or Winter Soldier?
I'd say Ragnarok.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna split it. I think I'm gonna say Winter Soldier. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
If you had just said indecision, then it would have gone to Ragnarok. But now we have
No, he said what he said.
No,
Alright,
I'm trying to be
splitting of
fair because
differences now.
it could be biased because I just watched Ragnarok the other day and I haven't seen
and
Winter
you
Soldier in
and
like
you didn't
years.
want to watch Winter Soldier. You want to watch Ragnarok. There we go.
No. I
Actually,
don't. I think they're even for me, honestly. I think they're so good. They're both so good.
If you say even, and me and Jake both prefer Ragnarok, then Lee's out, and Winter Soldier's third.
All right, this one I don't know. I might stick with Winter Soldier, but let us know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Which one's better between the two? Because I don't know if we're gonna be able to split this one from where it is.
I don't need to hear their opinion.
Yes, we do. We do. We really do.
We need to do it. All right.
All right.
Do you want to start from the bottom and work
So-
our way up? Because I think this is what we're gonna have the most time with. Shrug.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Let's
Well, that's-
let's do this row. And I think honestly, it's a pretty good order.
Yeah, but I'd be cool with Iron Man 2 being more in the front, or Ant Man and the Wasp. I did not like.
You want
I-
Iron
I-
Man 2? You think?
last.
What should be last?
Hulk is the worst in that tier.
I don't know. Hulk.
It's been so long
Hulk
since
and
I've seen it.
Abomination's kinda cool.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
Whatever.
Um,
I'm not gonna die on this hill for any of these. So you can
I'm
put it
okay with
however you
this.
want.
I know
think
what you're saving your hill
Probably
for.
Thor 2 is a little bit better
I
than
know.
Thor. What do you think?
I'm like licking my chops at that A tier.
No, Thor 1 is definitely better than Thor 2.
Thor 1 is definitely better than Thor 2.
Before we do anything else, one of these movies, whichever one's at the top, should get bumped up to C tier.
And then we gotta bring one from A down to B, and then we're good.
Oh.
So
What-
we'll
What
move
movie
Ant-Man-
would you
we'll
guys
move
bring up to C? Would you
Ant-Man
bring up
up.
Ant-Man to C?
It's a top of D.
Do we agree it's the top of D?
No, I would put Iron Man 2 at the end of
Iron
C.
Man 2.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
would agree.
Yeah, it has some redeeming qualities. I think
Austin?
it's the first time we meet Scarlet Witch. I mean, not Scarlet Black Widow.
So what we're gonna have to do here, though, is the bottom movie that's currently in B gets bumped down to C, and then 2 of the A movies need to get bumped down to B. I think.
What?
Whoa.
I think that's
That
if we
dude,
wanna-
that's gonna
Tricky,
be-
tricky.
if-
I have my
If we
votes.
really want to curve this, that's what it's gotta look like.
Yeah, we got to make the tough decisions here on the third floor. All right.
Can I
We're-
give an
this is-
unpopular opinion for B tier to start?
Civil War.
Shut the
No,
fuck
no.
up.
Oh, you mean move it down to C?
Actually, no, never mind. I don't have as unpopular. I'd put Ant-Man down. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, I would argue Avengers.
To C tier?
No, it's gotta be Ant Man. I like. No,
Man,
hold on,
Spider Man.
I
What are
love
we
it.
talking about? Spider Man C.
It's either Doctor Strange or
No.
Ant-Man, in my opinion.
I think
Those
are
Ant-Man.
my two as
I think
well.
Ant-Man is like.
better than Far
I
From
think
Home.
Ant-Man is a good movie. I love
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
What do you feel? How
Listen-
do you feel about Doctor Strange?
So, I
Also
mean,
good.
I would. I
Doctor
could.
Strange is
I
good.
I could move Doctor Strange down.
No.
I could as well.
Down.
but
Doctor
I,
Strange
but I
down.
really think that out of all these movies I'm looking at in B tier, that I think if I'm gonna watch any of them again, I would at least enjoy the first Avengers.
No, dude, no.
No,
Oh,
no, it
no. I'm sorry. Dude.
I'm if
Doctor
this is
Strange.
me, I'm sending Ant-Man down to top of C.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
my
if it's
vote.
gotta be one of them, and it ain't gonna be Spider Man, I'd say put Ant Man.
Right, you sons of bitches.
well then put Doctor Strange bottom of B tier.
Lick my ass, dude. It's better than Spider Man.
It's not that good. It's not that good.
Wait. This has to be consensus. It can't just be one person. Jake, do you agree?
So I think Doctor Strange is probably the worst out of these four. I would argue probably this.
No, dude, no.
God, you rapist!
Dude,
No.
No.
I don't think the first
Don't
Avengers is like.
Use
I think it's
these
like.
words.
I think the first Avengers is obviously better than everything below it, but I don't think it's like, I don't know. It's a weird. It's like a monumental team up, but like still follows that cheesy vibe, you know.
We're getting ahead of
Dude.
ourselves. We need to sort C tier.
Dude, that's sorted for me.
That looks
Yeah,
fine
I'm
for
cool
me.
with it.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I mean Iron Man 2's got to stay here because it bumped up. We moved Ant-Man down
I'm
from
cool
B
with
tier,
it.
so it's got to stay here. I haven't seen Iron Man 3. Avengers Ultron I didn't like. I would have preferred, even though I don't
would
really like Captain
On in
America.
front of Iron Man 3, but that's just me.
Wait, you want what?
Ultron's better than Iron Man 3.
Yeah, I'm
mean,
cool with that.
Funny.
I could live with that. I won't lie. I could live with that. I'm fine with
Between
that.
that and Winter Soldier is a toss-up. I mean, they're both okay.
Winter Soldier. What do you mean? You want Winter
All
Soldier?
right,
and
all right,
Super?
boys. All right, bring it
No,
down.
No, I meant the first Captain America.
Yeah, the first Avenger. Yeah. All right.
Can I
So
throw
now-
a card? I don't want Spider-Man Far From Home to be recognized that highly. I feel like it's not.
All right.
No,
First of all,
not top of B.
the Avengers movie
thank-
should be top of B.
Dude, Black Panther made fucking like $1.3 billion.
That doesn't make it a good
Second
movie just
movie.
because it made more money. I don't like Avatar, and that's
This
the
is
highest grossing
this
movie
is
of
the
all time.
exact order I would choose. This is the exact order I would choose.
Cool. I'm okay with this. I just don't think. I mean, that's fine.
Lee and
For-
Austin.
For the sake of argument,
Do we
I'm
like
okay
this?
with
Yeah.
so
the
that so
family-
then
Perfect.
what
Yeah.
is gonna go in front of Avengers? We need two movies.
Oh.
Or we
I
can
mean, we
or
could
we can
do
move
with
one
Spider-Man.
movie, or we can move one movie down, one movie to C.
Spider-Man and Iron Man. Spider-Man and Iron Man.
No shot.
Yes.
You know, I had. I might.
Spider-Man,
I might agree with that decision.
Yep.
Spider-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
No, fuck you. Fuck you. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Thank you. Fuck you.
No.
No
And
shot. You
Guardians of the
take the
Galaxy
original
2.
Iron Man and bump it down. No shot.
Yes.
I wanted it to be sure to start anyway.
Yeah.
Austin, it's you and me
And in
now, kid.
Guardians 2.
No.
Yes.
No.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2
No.
is not anything below A.
Look,
It's not.
listen, you're not
Alright,
gonna
then
you're not
fine.
gonna tell me and Xavier you're not gonna tell me and Xavier otherwise, so it's just not gonna move from A.
So here's what we're gonna do. You can pick one movie to save, and the other team gets to pick the other one. So if you want to save Guardians of the Galaxy, you can move Spider-Man, but we get to choose the next one that moves down. The other one that moves down from the category.
All right, Xavier. We each
Wait,
get
why
to save
the
one.
fuck are you picking? No. Wait, what?
We each get to save one.
We each get to save one, yeah.
Wait, so we're teaming up here?
So
I don't
do
understand.
me,
Because- yeah,
do
we're
me,
split,
wait,
we're
do me,
split.
do me and Lee get to have to pick one, or
You and Lee pick one that doesn't move. Me and Austin pick one that doesn't move, and we're gonna have to find one in the middle because clearly there are two movies we do not want to move.
All right, fine. Yeah, okay. What me and Jake both originally said.
I say you. So
yeah, we're
between the two movies you guys picked,
we're
Spider-Man and the original Iron Man,
So we're
I
keeping.
say you can't move the original Iron Man.
Okay.
I
Vote.
think Iron Man would be the one to go.
Oh, plot twist!
Move it!
Plot
Move it! Move that
twist!
bus!
So I think by default we know can
No,
we just do
yes.
this?
Move Guardians. Wait, do we need to move anymore, or do we want that peak in the middle?
I would love.
Or-
I'm not gonna lie. I would love a peek in the middle. I would love a peek in the middle.
No,
I
this is
feel
so
like
satisfying.
The fans
Okay,
need
we
it.
want a peak in the middle. Then I think you bump Ant-Man back up to C, Ant-Man back to E, and then we have to drop one more work. Hold on, because we need
Oh, dear
3.
God.
Oh,
I mean, the
That's how
easiest,
it
the
works.
easiest
Oh
thing
my
to do is
God.
the
Don't
easiest
touch
thing
A.
to do is to get rid of this category, but I refuse.
Jake, just entertain me. Or Ant-Man and the Wasp up 1.
Okay.
Up 1.
Doctor Strange goes. What happens then? That's it.
No, he said move
From-
Ant-Man up one. I thought no.
Yeah, move. Bam! Look at that, perfect bell curve.
Oh shit, that does look nice.
All right. Oh God, this is so infuriating. Austin, you betrayed me. Oh,
You lost!
You lost.
Hold on though. Oh, our retribution is that Guardians 2 does not stay number 1.
No.
in
We
A-
No, it
no.
doesn't.
We blocked that. We blocked that. You can't
Yeah,
move it. We
don't
blocked
fucking
it.
touch it.
no,
That was the one we
you
blocked.
didn't block that. You just
Yeah.
blocked us from moving it down to B tier.
No, we
Endgame
blocked it. We blocked
is
it.
number one. That's not how this works.
I don't think it's better than Guardians 2. I don't.
Lee, you know
Civil War,
that Endgame is better.
Spider-Man than Guardians 2.
I will move it here.
No, well,
That's
Mike,
I think is an
Lee,
appropriate
be
spot.
honest. I was honest about Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Be honest here.
What?
You know Endgame is top of A. You know
Move.
it.
Spider-Man's bitch ass down.
What do you mean?
Moving
That's
it
not what
down.
we're saying.
I
Would you know? You
What?
know Endgame is better than Guardians of the Galaxy.
No,
You know it.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 made me cry. I'm not moving it.
Oh my God.
rather sit down and rewatch Guardians 2 over
Yes.
Endgame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
I
such a
would.
lie.
I would.
And I
That's-
can tell you, any day of the week, it is the soundtrack is beautiful. The character development is the best the MCU has ever had. The fucking
Oh my
villain
God.
is original. I can get all the dude. There's literally Yondu is in a prostitution ring with robot prostitutes.
What does that have to do with anything?
As peak MCU, robot prostitutes. Peak MCU.
Because he's so alone. That's the first
Of all
thing you get him in. Because he's alone. He's lonely.
For all the things you could have thrown out with no context, being alone in a room full of robot prostitutes was not the direction I thought you were going to go. All right. But listen, we have to find a way to make this work. It is 2 against 2. We can't just be like, no, we're not doing it.
We don't need to move anything else from A if we want this curve.
No, I'm saying
well,
move
no,
around. Yeah,
Order.
move it
We're
around
doing the
within
order.
it.
Oh.
Guardians 1 and 2 are not better than the other 3 movies in A. There's just no way.
I say way.
I think Endgame has to be number 1 on A. I really do.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Endgame was everything it needed to be. However, I also disagree. I think Endgame is better than Thor Ragnarok if we're talking that. So I feel
Oh
like
god, this
What?
guy.
Oh my god.
This guy stinks.
I would put Thor Ragnarok mid A.
Who
But,
are you?
but I understand I'm outnumbered, so I'm gonna see
Jake,
that.
betray Lee now. Join our side. It's not
No.
too late.
Well, because you
He
said
knows-
that.
he
No,
knows my
no.
feelings.
I mean, I would argue that Guardians 2 for me is gabagool. I don't
Oh my god.
I don't think
All
Endgame
right,
is better.
here's my compromise.
I
because
will
you
do
guys are
do
being-
this if we can just leave this and
Yes,
agree.
that's what I was gonna say. Yes,
I will
yes,
concede
Yeah,
to
I'm
this.
cool with that.
Ugh. My order for that is Endgame, Guardians 2, Civil War, Guardians 1, then Spider-Man.
Good thing we're going by the group's order, not yours, huh?
You guys
mean-
rate Guardians too high.
I feel like we got it down. This looks pretty
It's
good
a,
to me.
it's a
I
good
ain't gonna
list.
lie.
It's a good list.
Only thing would be Spider-Man: Far From Home. I think is too. I would put Doctor Strange in front of it if I had
No.
to.
Wow, that's a
nitpick.
big. That's
No,
a big.
you've
jump.
already had your way too much here. You're done.
You're talking about my way.
With the Guardian 2, I'm still butthurt that Austin betrayed me.
Dude, go rewatch it, man.
Hey,
Rewatch
I
it.
didn't
I've-
betray you. I
I've
wanted it out of
rewatched
that
it so many
theater.
times.
It's rewatchable. You're right.
No, because I try to see what you see in it.
It's so good.
You just don't understand. You just don't get it, Joe.
You
I thought
just
you were-
don't get it.
I thought you were a man of like cinema. Like I thought you.
I
liked-
am. That's why you should be concerned.
I don't know, man. You're like Spider-Man: Far From Home. Fucking. Gross.
Spider-Man Far From Home was a great coming-of-age piece with delicious character development.
Delicious.
It should be
You're
higher
telling
than
all-
it is.
Just
Talking about
absolute
high school-
scrumptious. I'll move it ahead of Black Panther. I'm okay with that.
I
What do you
would
mean?
vote
Far
for
From
that.
Home's already an A tier.
But move it ahead of Black Panther.
I mean, I'm
Second
sorry,
that
Homecoming.
motion.
No, we can't get canceled this early.
Like, listen,
Oh,
you
dude,
guys,
really?
you
It's
guys,
better than Black Panther.
you guys let me talk for literally 25 minutes without anyone interrupting me of why I thought Black Panther was overrated and how I could have made it better, or suggestions, I should say, that would have made it better. And where were you guys then? Where were you then?
I'd like to hear-
Listening in horror.
I will.
I
I
don't
can.
know. I
I'm
actually,
okay
I
with this.
like
I'm
things
okay
where-
with this.
I mean, that's fine. I like the list. I like where it is.
It's a pretty solid list for 4 people to reach this agreement. You know, we had a couple. We had a couple uncontesteds. I think we all agree that Captain Marvel is just the worst.
True.
Just the worst. And
Garbage.
so, question for you guys: you want to talk a little bit about Phase 4 so far? How's it going?
Oh my god,
Pull
that
up
might be a
those
whole nother
movies.
video.
Here's schematic. Can we get those images up?
I mean, I can pull another tier list up. And see.
A gabagool tier because we don't need it.
Yeah, for real.
Oh,
And there. Nah,
Hey, hold on. When does Black Panther 2 come out?
Pretty soon.
like 6 days. Exactly 6
Boy.
days, actually.
I'm excited to go see it.
All right. So if you guys want,
Am I?
I don't know where I'm at.
I think it could be okay. I don't know if I'm excited. If it was Chadwick Boseman again, I think I'd be excited. It's not the same.
Just pull up the Phase 4 movies and we can sort them. We don't need to do all the other ones.
I don't know if there's a tier list with just Phase 4, actually.
no, I don't think it is.
Just
either.
just drag them up onto so where we
Oh,
can see
I
just
see what you're
those.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we need
just for reference, right? We have our 2 main categories.
saying. The two ends of the spectrum.
Okay. So let me just put these in the front here so we know what we're talking about. I don't see.
I feel like there's more than what I'm
don't
seeing.
see. Oh, there's Multiverse of Madness. We got
Thunder.
Shang-Chi,
Is that on there?
Eternals. Thor: Love and Thunder is not here, but we use Thor: The Dark World. That's Thor: Love and Thunder.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so I think that's it. These 5 and then 6 is Thor: Love and Thunder. Are we missing any?
Mhm.
Okay,
Pick up the Thor, okay.
Shang-Chi. Average Marvel movie, maybe slightly above.
Yeah.
C tier.
Here's average.
C tier, I would say. I think most of them are C tier, dude. Like Black Widow, also C tier.
Black
I
Widow,
thought
I would go low B tier if we had movies to compare it to.
No,
Wow.
Yeah, Shang-Chi's better than Black Widow.
So, I mean,
I
what was-
like Black Widow actually. I won't lie.
so
I
the
like more than
the
Shang-Chi.
end of B tier was Ant-Man. So we're looking at Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Black Panther. Do you think it's better than any of those?
Oh,
No,
I think
God,
it's
no.
right around Doctor Strange at Ant-Man level. I think it sits in there. Like, I didn't hate the movie. I thought it was cool and a unique concept.
How is it
And-
unique? Wait, what was the unique concept?
Red Room thing was pretty cool. And
I
then,
agree.
and Taskmaster wasn't quite as much as I'd hoped, but I really liked the Red Guardian and her
If it had
sister's
came
name.
out, after Civil War like it was supposed to, yeah, maybe. But the fact that it came out after she was already dead, and the ending, the third act was dog shit. It's probably the worst third act in my opinion. In all the fucking phase, in all of the MCU.
Even despite all this, I actually lean more towards Austin now. I'd put that top C probably above Shang-Chi.
Over
I
Shang-Chi?
definitely like it better than Shang-Chi.
I'll have to rewatch them because I knew Shang-Chi was like run of the mill, cool Marvel movie, right? But it didn't really try too hard.
Dude, the bracelets were really.
CGI.
I like the bracelets. They were a cool weapon. Like there's a lot. Of,
the
what
They're
are they
called
called?
rings.
I mean, they're fucking their bracelets. What are you gonna call them?
They're fucking bracelets.
well, save some energy here because I know Austin and Lee are about to get in a big disagreement
Oh, yeah.
with this next one.
No Way Home. Why?
So,
I love No Way Home.
What do you mean? You did not say that when we first saw it. You like it's a nostalgia trap. I didn't like it. They're using all the old people to get people to watch it.
I did not. You're paraphrasing. I liked it.
I think
Oh,
it's
my God.
I think it's upper B.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
I'd say A.
I thought
Yeah.
listen, I thought the best part about this movie, honestly, was William Dafoe and then Andrew Garfield were the 2 best things about this movie.
Andrew Garfield.
I agree.
I
agree with
really,
Jake.
I really
I
like,
hate, like
I really like that
I
scene
hate
where they're like the
movies.
bread scene when Zendaya's like throwing bread. I really like that scene. I don't know why.
What
No.
scene?
The scene where he comes through the portal and it's him and Zendaya's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm Peter Parker," and then she throws bread at him.
Why'd you do that?
Yeah. No, I agree with Jake. Well, yeah, they were the best part. But it was good, Joe. I don't know what you're talking about. Why do you hate this movie?
I don't hate this movie. I said A tier. You told me you didn't like this movie.
Oh man, you're cracked.
I do-
I
I-
remember
Oh, my.
distinctly
I-
you saying this was a bad film.
I do think.
Oh,
all
my
right,
God,
so
it just
I will say,
messages.
I do think it's a little bit of a nostalgia trap because
Yeah, but it doesn't.
I wasn't gonna see this movie until I heard that all 3 Spider-Man were coming back, and I was like, all right, I'll watch it.
Yeah, but you know what? If it's gonna do it, you might as well do it well. I don't know.
Well,
It was cool
all
to
right.
see all 3 of them on screen.
Well, let's look at reference. Is it better than No Way Home or Homecoming?
And the ending of it's so good. Like I loved how they just left it open. Like he's just Spider-Man now. The whole thing has been his origin story.
Okay, is it better?
I think it's
is
better
it-
than every movie but Endgame
Do you think?
in A.
No, it's not better than Guardians of the Galaxy. I put it in front of Civil War.
You put it in front.
I put-
It's better than You guys think it's better than Iron Man?
I think Iron Man should be A tier anyway, but nobody
Absolutely.
listens to me.
No, it's better than Iron Man. Absolutely, it is.
A tier, but I would have said high B. I would have said top of B. But I also think that the first Spider-Man should be in B tier too. I think this is better than the first Spider-Man movie and the Tom
Yeah, it
Holland
is.
trilogy.
Yeah, it's the best.
So like
Which
I would swap this for Homecoming and put Homecoming in B tier if we had the full comprehensive
Swap it
list.
for Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
We blocked it, Joe. We blocked it.
I'm blocking that.
All right. Multiverse Madness.
Low B
I
or
actually-
high C?
I enjoyed this one, even though I know a lot of people didn't.
me,
Can we
I
see?
have no.
Can we see the B tier movies again, please?
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah, I'd say it's better than Iron Man.
Let's see if we can.
Oh my god.
Let's see if we can squash this.
I would
put
say
it right
put
next to
this
Black
behind
Panther.
Avengers.
What about
Ooh,
this?
Black
What
Hole.
about this action here? Does this help?
After Far From Home.
Okay, so you think this is B tier right here?
I agree.
Where do you think it goes? Where do you think it goes?
I'd put it behind. Oh wait, I don't
Wait,
know.
or
See,
not.
there's the parts I loved and parts I didn't.
That's where it goes.
It's better than the original. 10 out of 10. I'd either put it ahead of Far From No Way Home, whatever the Spider-Man movie in that one is, or behind it.
You think it'd
Either
be
side of that.
this
In
side?
front of. It's better than Far From Home.
Yeah,
Alright.
middle.
yeah, I'd agree.
Mid
I'm
B?
fine with that.
Mid B, right here or right here?
Mid B, yeah.
Yeah. All right. What about
I-
Eternals?
C, D, D.
I say C.
I'd say
D.
so. I fell asleep watching this movie, so
Yeah, it's bad.
I thought it was really boring.
Yeah,
But I also-
it should have been an Disney Plus show.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. This was probably the
Trolls
most
is
hyped
Macari.
I've been for a trailer in a long time.
That's what?
It was like when I watched the trailer, I was like, "Holy shit, this movie is gonna be wild," and then it just didn't pay off.
No, it was bad.
Yeah,
Part of
I-
that easily.
Huh?
She's the best part of the movie.
Who?
Yeah, who even is that?
Angelina Jolie.
Of course,
What's
of course you would say that.
The super fat girl that
God.
fights Icarus.
Yeah, I mean she was. in it
Whoa,
for like
dude!
8 seconds, though.
Spoilers.
Listen, to the fans
She was my
listening at this
favorite part
point,
of that movie.
I'm so sorry.
All right. So we're all agree D tier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay. Now where do you think it ranks? Probably top of D, I would say. Not that that's like a
Yeah.
big,
Okay,
not
yeah.
that that's like a big accomplishment, but
Dude, the Thor movies, it's like dog shit. Holy crap, how'd they do that?
yeah, I know, right?
Well,
I-
don't say that yet, because we have the next
We
Thor
do
movie
have
up next.
Thor. We have Thor: Love and Thunder, which I did not get a chance to see yet, but I have not heard great things.
It's C.
No, it's the end of D, and they had fucking Christian Bale in it, and they still blew it.
End of D, but it's not great.
I shut it off. It was bad.
Gore, and then I mean, I didn't have a problem with the whole Lady Thor, but I didn't think they did a great job.
Dude, they make jokes
And
about cancer.
Thor, like all the progress made by Ragnarok, they tried to top it and do the same thing but more extreme, and they ruined it.
They all the development that we loved about Thor and Ragnarok and Infinity War, they threw out the window. It's like none of it ever happened. And so
Yeah,
for
I
that-
agree.
And I couldn't. They made him so dumb, so like childish as a character. Infinity War was maybe my favorite character in the entire MCU aside from Captain America and Rocket. And in Infinity War, Thor was my top. And after in this movie, I was so mad at them for what they did because that scene.
Now he's your bottom.
Yeah. Oh god.
Power bottom.
Yeah, it's D. I wanted to love it because I loved Ragnarok so much. I just didn't.
Man, Thor hitting them.
And I also kind of don't like. I kind of liked how it was just trilogies for all these films, and now Thor ruined it. And for what? Like I kind of liked how like each hero only got 3 movies. All right, great. So like we know like, and now they make 4 movies for Thor, and then it's like, wait, what?
I thought
Spider-Man's gonna piss you off then because they already have 3 and they have like 3 more in the works.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
I was hoping that they would do like a Guardians of the Galaxy 3 with Thor. And I was hoping
Yes.
that
Yeah.
would be a thing.
I
That's what I
agree.
thought was gonna happen as well.
And they basically did that in the first 5 minutes of the movie, and they did an awful job of it.
Give him the James Gunn. James Gunn would have wrapped up that character and made a resounding Guardians of the Galaxy 3 movie.
Yeah, like, do you know what was weird? They had, when they were leaving Endgame, Thor was the self-assured, confident person, and Chris Pratt was super insecure because of how powerful Thor was and thought he was going to be like encroaching into his space and his family and everything. Then by the start of Thor: Love and Thunder, the roles were reversed. All of a sudden, Chris Pratt's like this calm, wise man giving Thor advice, and Thor is just a nervous wreck and looking for somebody to like love him and stuff. And while it's very powerful stuff, like what made that change? Like we didn't get to see any of it. It made no sense.
Because Taika Waititi doesn't give a shit about Thor.
He made Ragnarok. Then
He
just
never read
lost
any.
it.
He never read any of the comics. He said he didn't fucking like them. I think Ragnarok was, I don't know, a
That-
fluke.
Diamond in the
Really
rough.
good, really
Yeah.
good script. Really good, because he wrote Love and Thunder. He didn't write Ragnarok. He just directed it. So it had a great script, and he's just really good at bringing visuals and action sequences to life. But he's not good at like storytelling for this character.
And I wanted to love Gore in that character development, but there was no development. And then he just kind of became like this like children's horror. I don't know. It was awful.
Yeah, sad day.
Sad day for an incredible character.
All right. Is there anything left?
That's it. That's all the movies. What a list we've created. Only an hour and 11 minutes. I thought it was going to take us like over two.
Holy crap!
Be
This
honest.
editing's gonna be brutal.
Be honest, though. We thought this was going to be a two-parter with like an hour
Yeah,
each.
I thought it'd be way worse.
We
I feel
sorta-
like we were a lot more amicable than I thought.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
one of
I think
one
we
of
did pretty good.
I thought one of us was going to
Let's be-
quit halfway through out of frustration.
Let's be honest, if Parker was here, it would have taken another hour and we all would have ripped our hair out.
He's like, "Where are the DC movies in here? Where are they?"
We'll
Oh,
put
yes.
Thor,
Man of Steel,
Ragnarok,
top of A.
and C. Like Ragnarok would be C tier for him, and it would have been so painful.
Listen, everyone, get ready because we are doing this for DC movies as well, and you'll have the first glimpse at Parker's psyche and his DC fandom, and you will be amazed about his passion for those movies.
Oh yes, it
That's
is
what I'll
quite
say.
impressive. So next time,
Let me just the highest tiered DC movie right now is bottom of A tier in Marvel at best.
I would
Shut
say,
your mouth.
I would say the Batman is gabagool.
No,
Oh,
well, no, he's talking about.
I forgot about the Batman.
He's talking about.
Oh, okay, okay.
If we're
I
talking
was
Dark
just-
Knight, then that's different.
Take out all the Batman movies where it's just solo Batman, and all the DC movies below A tier.
Suicide Squad. Yeah, I would still put bottom of A.
Yeah, I would say,
you're right.
I would say probably in between Civil War and Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah, with that
Wait.
clarification, Austin, I do agree.
They're not good.
Yeah, Batman
But
carries
if
DC.
we include the
horror.
Batman in the Dark Knight,
that
Dark
I'm gonna say that
Gabagool.
Batman's gabagool.
I
The
would put
Batman is Gabagool.
high A. I like the Dark Knight
Oh.
better.
No, dude, I kick
Dark Knight.
Ragnarok, I kick Winter Soldier down to A tier, and I throw those two Batman movies in gabagool.
Oh no, that's so wrong.
I don't think it is. I don't. I would
That's so
strongly-
wrong.
Joe, black me
Wait,
up.
I'm sorry.
back
What
me
did you
up.
say?
if I had to kick two movies out, all right, no, I'm gonna reword it. If I had to pick one DC movie to go into Gabagool, it'd be the Batman. I'm sorry, it would be.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight is better than the Batman.
Yep.
I
We had a
dis-
whole
I
video
disagree.
about it already. He seceded.
I conceded a singular point, not the whole argument.
Well, you get knocked out in one round in UFC, you lose the whole fight, right?
If you lose a round, it doesn't mean you.
Son
If
of
you
a,
lose a round, you don't
son
lose
of
the
a
whole
bitch,
fight.
he's got a point.
No, he does not.
I'm just kidding.
Austin's like, I've seen Xavier do this before.
Glad,
no,
you're,
I
glad
mean,
you're self-aware now, Lee.
Yeah, my bad.
All right,
This
but
guy
we're
was
going into another video here, and we're already like an hour and 20 minutes in, or whatever we're in.
All right, guys. So tune
Edit
in.
it down to
Yeah.
an hour.
Tune in next
Wait,
time. We're gonna talk about.
real-
all right, what do you
Real
want?
quick,
What do you
is the
want?
Dark Knight better than Infinity War? I'd like to hear your people's.
I think the
opinions.
Batman's better than the Dark Knight, and I think
Go check out our
Infinity War is
video
better.
where we
Yeah.
argued this already.
No, not
There.
about Infinity War.
I mean, dude,
And-
they're two.
Oh, you're saying the Dark Knight or Infinity War?
I would say.
Yeah.
I would say.
Infinity War.
I would say Infinity War. I would say it goes Infinity War, the Batman, the Dark Knight, Ragnarok, Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Wow, you really like the Batman, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
That good.
No, Jake. I'm talking Jake.
Oh,
Yeah, I
sorry.
thought it was fantastic. I loved it. Everything about it. It's awesome. I mean-
Okay,
I
alright.
mean, any 3-hour movie drags on longer than it should,
Yeah.
but like,
No, me and Caitlin watched it for her first time the other night. And I'm not gonna lie, on your fourth or fifth watch, it is pretty long. Like
yeah,
the
but
whole, halfway through, I was like, oh shit, man, it's like it's not
first
even half.
first viewing, I was absolutely blown away. Like, I didn't come out of a movie theater feeling like that in a incredibly long time since probably Infinity War.
I rewatched it, and the first 2/3 of the movie were better than I remembered, but I wish they'd ended it on the last third doesn't do it for me.
I wish that they had ended it with the bombs going off, and then the next movie take place on the fallout.
After the Riddler is apprehended, I'm done. I'm out. After that, takes away from it.
But I do like the ending served a very good purpose in the city finally trusting Batman. Like, it's the first time they actually have faith in him. They're like, wow, he's actually a protector and not just some like mass vigilante. So I do like that. I just wish they could have set that up like a half an hour sooner. Or
Who
condensed it just a
keeps-
tiny bit.
Muting and unmuting.
I think
Probably.
Xavier's got noties going off.
Wait, what?
Your screen keeps
So we
popping up
keep
with
getting bloop,
notifications.
bloop.
Bloop, bloop.
I don't know.
Yeah, he does.
What do you mean you don't know?
All right, but we've trailed on long enough. So next time we're going to be talking a little bit more DC focus. We're going to take a break from Marvel. Eventually, we'll talk about Phase 4, Phase 5. Jesus fuck. You're doing it on purpose now. He's got like a YouTube video with the sound. He's just kicking refresh on it. Keeps popping up. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll talk next video. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna mute you, dude. If you don't do that again.
All right.
All right.
Though, our average watch time is like 20 minutes, so I don't think anyone's been to this hour and 30-minute video.
All right. Thanks guys for tuning in for another episode of The Third Floor. Make sure you let us know what you like, what you dislike. If you agree with us, submit your own tiers list in a link. We'll take a look at them. We'll maybe do some discussions later on, talk about individual movies, do a little movie battles maybe in the future. Just kind of, like or dislike depending on how you feel. We like your feedback either way. And thanks everybody for tuning in. Austin, fuck you. Thanks for being a guest today.
Welcome, motherfucker.
And anybody got any closing remarks?
Good job, gentlemen.
All right.
Yeah, well done, everyone.
All right. We'll see you guys in the next one.